Sarah.
How's it going?
It's going good.
I traveled 13 long hours to get here to do this interview with you.
Why?
I think you have an interesting story, and I want to get to know you on a deeper level.
Okay.
And I want you to reflect about that.
Okay.
So let's start this off with you just kind of giving everybody a little bit of a background. How'd you get big on TikTok? What's your content about? What's your handle and everything?
So my name is TATT2CODY. TATT2CODY. And I just did 10 years in prison. And then I went from 10 years, I got out, and I was out for 2 years. And the whole time I was using, and I caught a federal case for using. I went to a dealer, and the feds were watching him.
What were you using?
Dog puppy chow. Like,
doesn't help me.
Like the stuff that everyone's like falling out from, not coming back.
Got it.
You know?
Yep. I do know. The Venezuela thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was using that, and I didn't think that was illegal to buy stuff. Like I thought, like, you know, being able to, I thought because I was working, because I was doing drywall and I was tattooing, but I was tattooing like out of people's houses and stuff, and I thought that was like illegal. I didn't think I was doing anything wrong because I was doing that little bit of, like, I was working, you know, and I was taking my money to buy shit to like go use.
You're saying you were functional?
Yeah, I was functional. I thought
Okay.
I thought there was a functioning addict, but there is no such thing as a functioning
Nope.
addict, because you can function all you want, but then something could happen. Like in my situation, like how dude got caught. Like even though I was doing everything right, being the user, like,
Sure.
you know, I wasn't stealing, I was doing all the right stuff. But when he got caught, so it got us all jammed up, you know. So then I just did 41 months. Yeah, because I got 41 months for that.
For using?
For using. You know, I never
Getting
sold
caught
anything.
for that.
Yeah, and like I got charged for being a dealer, even though they said like in court, like they know I'm not a dealer. You know, but that's just how the system works. So
Weird.
Right.
They
So,
charged you for that?
yeah, they charged me for it, and they even said like, we know you're not a dealer. So so I did that time, you know, which I feel like I didn't deserve, because everyone does that. Everyone goes and buys shit to use. Like, how else do you get it? And so I do that time, and I got lucky, and I went to a halfway house. And a halfway house is like, you know, you're still locked up, but you can get a job, you know. And I got a job, and I was doing everything right because I didn't want to have to go back to the streets, you know, because I had no place to go. I saved up my money and got an apartment behind the halfway house's back. You know, it was like it was like a bando. But the guy opened the house up to give me a chance. You know, I don't know why, he probably needed money or something. The house was so ran down. You know, like gutters, like everyone that's in my chat like knows. And but in that halfway house, I got on social media, and I met a couple people, and like big people, you know, that had 1 million followers and stuff, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna support your story. Like, I didn't know anybody like did prison content or anything. Like, that was just something like I was doing.
So you started your account and actually started making prison content like after the first time that you got out? So this
when I did the 10 years, everyone, like, I had a friend, she told me, she's like, you know, you're perfect for social media. And so when I got out after the 10 years, I got on social media, and I made a video, and it did really good. My ex had a son, and he was like a baby, and he came in, and I drew a tattoo on him, and I acted like I gave him a tattoo.
Right.
But that got a lot of views.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Of
because
course.
people were like, he's tattooing. Yeah, he's tattooing a baby.
Right.
But it's like I wasn't tattooing a baby.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so he ended up. So that got a lot of views, and my ex, her mom, seen the video, and she was like, oh, I don't want that many people seeing my grandkids, you know what I mean? Like,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I still was posting a little bit. This is after I did the 10 years, so I'm still like, so I'm still like trying a little bit, you know.
And you went back to prison after
that I went back. So, but I stopped using TikTok because of the family situation.
Sure.
So, but I knew I had something in it, you know what I mean? Like something, like people wanted to watch me or something.
It was exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting. But I stopped doing it because I was using, you know, because if
Yeah.
I'm using, I'm not about to be like,
For sure.
sitting here holding my phone.
Yeah.
So so I stopped. But anyways, then I go do the prison time. And then when I got, do the 4 years or whatever, 41 months, and I went to the halfway house, I started the TikTok. And I started going good, you know, and I've had people that have been rocking with me since. And
how many years ago was that?
that was like like a year ago.
1 year ago. You
Yeah.
started your TikTok 1 year ago,
Yeah.
and how many followers do you have right now?
190,000.
190,000 after 1 year.
Yeah. And then that's
Yeah.
just one platform.
Yeah.
But so I knew to get that house. I knew to rent that house, you know, because I didn't have anywhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like so I rented the house 2 months before I got out.
Mm-hmm.
And he so when I was at the halfway house, I had a swing shift job, so they never knew my schedule.
Swing shift?
Yeah, like I worked mornings 1 week and then nights the next,
Got it.
and it switched every week.
Sure.
So my halfway house, and I was getting overtime, so they didn't know my timing. You know what I mean, of like my job. I'm like, I just go to work today, so they would just write me a pass and I go to work. And but I was actually sneaking out, you know, and I was sneaking and I was going to a girl's house, you know, I was going to my house, I was cleaning it up, you know, and so I still had like a couple months left. I had like 2 months left, and when I had 1 month left, when I was in prison, they came up with a thing to knock time off, you know, because I got charged for being on parole. So in the feds, it's a point system. So in my point system, I got charged for being on parole, but I never got charged for being on parole. But they charged me. But that thing went away. So they did a motion to get 6 months knocked off my sentence because I never got the parole violation.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I only had 1 month left.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like so they knocked 6 months off my sentence, but I only had 1 month left.
Yeah.
So they let me out emergency release, and luckily I had that house already aside. You know what I mean? I already had the house. So they called me when I'm at work one day. I was actually on live, and he's like, "Hey, you got to pack your shit and you got to get out of here." And it was actually the coldest day in Ohio. Like it's like, you know, this last year it was the coldest.
Recorded.
Yeah, like it's the coldest day, and I go to the leave work. I'm like, hey, they're releasing me. I need to leave, you know. So I leave work. I only had a little bit of time left. So when I go to work, I go to the halfway house. They're like, yeah, you got to pack your shit and you got to go. And I'm like they literally had someone already coming on that bed. Like it's so packed, you know what I mean? Like someone was already.
Interesting.
So they're waiting for me.
Yeah.
Like to move this shit. And I go tell, you know, the case manager, I'm like, I ain't got no place to go. You know, like, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's like, I don't know, you just got to get out of here. I'm like, so you're releasing me with no place to go? She's like, go wait at the bus stop. I said, the bus doesn't run until 6 in the morning.
Does it feel like there's not, obviously we all know like how crooked the system is, and you know better than anybody, but does it feel like there's no like real sense of like wanting reformation there? Like do you know what I mean? Like
what do you mean?
Like even with the employees, everyone that's doing what they're doing, trying to like help you guys, right? Do you feel like they almost want you to be stuck in the system?
Some do, some don't. You know what I mean? Like mine, my case manager was ex-parole officer, and I think a prosecutor, and now she controls like the halfway house. And she was like, well, doesn't control it. She controls her group of inmates, her, you know. And she was just so rude. Like she didn't care. You know what I mean? She don't care. She's here. Yeah. Sign this paper. Get the fuck out of here.
She wants her money and she wants to go home.
Yeah. But she also nitpicks. You know what I mean? Like she'll like
micromanage.
Yeah. Yes.
Cute.
Yes.
Love that.
You know. So and even her boss knows this. You know what I mean? Like so many times she would say something to me and I'd run to him like, dude, come on, she's saying this and shit like that, and he would go over her head because he's the boss. But so they wanted me to wait at the bus stop, but luckily I went behind their back and I already had that apartment. So I was kind of just like playing with their head also, like, where am I going to go? But I already knew I had somewhere to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I knew how the system worked.
Good.
So I called my ride and went to my apartment with no lights, no heat, no toilet. I was on live and like the toilet exploded because all the pipes were froze. And when I got the heat turned on, the back of the toilet freezes and it just shattered. Like while I was on live, it was like boom, and we went in the other room and showed everyone. It was crazy. But anyways, I made a video talking like to God, like a Dear God video, and it's on my page. You can see it. And you know, I like opened a refrigerator. There was nothing in it. I went to my bedroom. I didn't have a bed. I was sleeping on the floor, and I posted that video, and then I got like 1 million views on it. You know, so I'm like, damn, like, so that's like where I know like God is real.
Yeah.
Because God would like, why would that have happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for a Dear God video, and then now I'm in the game.
Yeah, I think that's pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's like a beautiful irony,
yeah.
honestly. All right, let's get into it. So, okay. So I've been curious, right? You've talked a little bit about how you got to go to prison. You said just now like the substance use, and then further along you robbed a gas station.
Yeah, that was like, in the beginning for my first 10 years, I robbed a gas station. Well, a couple gas stations.
Okay. Was the substance use there too?
Yeah. That's what I robbed the place for, was for the money. Like,
right.
I never intentionally went in there to hurt anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there to get the money and get out, you know, and like, but you know, we had like a thing on us.
Yeah.
And we never pointed at anybody or anything like that. It was just like to scare them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even like for like one robbery we did, it was like it wasn't even a real thing. It like had an orange tip. Like,
okay.
So if we would have pulled it out, you know what I mean?
Sure.
They knew it was fake. So we went in there never intentionally trying to hurt anybody. We just went in there for the money.
Of course. I'm curious what got you to that point. Like, obviously, I understand substance use because I have my own addiction background.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've stolen from my own family.
Mm-hmm.
I understand how, like, bad it can be and how it's literally an itch that you need to scratch and I don't know. It's a whole brain issue, right? It's a neurological issue. But, can you just tell me a little bit more about, like, I don't know, give me a specific moment from your youth that you feel like influenced you to kind of get into that path that led you there, you know?
So like what led me there to start robbing?
I mean, give me a moment from your childhood that just even still influences you today. With that kind of thought process, it takes a lot of build up to get to that point, to be robbing a building, robbing a business.
Yeah. So
what do you think got you there? Do you have any, like...
So I think that the way that I was living, you know, I thought I was, like, I'm not gonna say, like, people live this life, like, where they want to be, like, I want to say, like, gangster, you know what I mean? Like, just because, like, people want to, like, live, like a certain way, you know, and I was living that way. You know, like, I fit the description. You know what I mean? Like, I was living fucked up. I was living in a garage, you know, with no heat, like a kerosene heater. You know, there was no electric out there. Like, you had to run an extension cord out. My stepmom would unplug it all the time. But for, like, she would unplug it because I was doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was a punishment for you.
If I was in there doing right, she wouldn't have been doing that. You know what I mean?
So taking heat away was a punishment for you?
Yeah. Well, taking with electricity, period.
How old? Like,
16.
16?
Yeah.
What about before that? Like...
Well, I lived with my real mom, and she passed away. And that's, like, she passed away from HIV when I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
And when she passed away, you know, just, like, things got crazy. Like, you know, I, like, lived by myself. You know, because that's who raised me.
Yeah.
You know, and then just to go from somebody that, like, your only parent, you know, I had my dad too, but it was just different. You know what I mean? Like, he was raising someone else's family. Like, my dad was raising, like, stepkid, like, someone else's kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he was living with somebody else, like, with another woman.
Yes.
So I'm not going to say I was, like, jealous of that, because I really didn't care, because I just cared that my mom passed away.
Uh-huh.
You know, so, and I just know I didn't want people telling me what to do. But I was living that lifestyle, you know. I was living the rap music, you know, just everything. I was thinking that was real.
Yeah.
You know, like that these rappers are really living like this, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah, of course. So so up until 15 you were living with your mom.
Yeah.
Your parents got divorced when
No,
you were
they were
young?
never together.
Never married?
Never. They were just like wham bam thing.
Mm-hmm. And she died of HIV.
Yeah.
So was that something she suffered, like, your whole childhood?
No,
from,
so when we found out she had it, she passed away 2 months later.
Oh wow.
So in the 90s, you know, I lived in a really bad domestic violence like thing. Like my dad, my stepmom, my stepdad and my mom really fought like like two men. He would like throw food on her. He would do all types. Like he would beat on us. He would call me like a little girl. You know what I mean? Like, so like he like really, it was like really abusive. When people like talk about stuff like that, that's why like I'm totally against like putting my hands on a girl, or a female, or anything like that. Like I like lose my shit. Like if I see someone hurting a female or something, I'm going to do something. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just sit back and call the police. I'm gonna probably explode.
Yeah.
Because of me seeing that. You know. And he used to do that. So he beat on her one time, and he pushed her in a bathtub. When he pushed her in a bathtub, she ruptured her spleen, and when it ruptured her spleen, she had to get it removed. So we think, you know, because my mom, she got high and stuff like that, like she used, but she wasn't like a big like needle user or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying she ain't ever done it.
Sure.
But she, in the 90s, they didn't test the blood. When you got new blood, they didn't test the blood. Yeah, they didn't test the blood.
Okay, that's
so
interesting.
so they didn't. So we're thinking maybe she got it from the blood transfusion.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
You know what I mean? But how could we ever know?
Yeah.
You know? So, and obviously, like, you know, me being younger too, I would think like, do I have it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, but I know like scenarios and stuff now, and obviously I've been tested. You know, but I know serious like being around her. I remember one time she cut her hand real bad, and she was bleeding, and I was trying to help her. You know, she's like, get the fuck away from me. I'm like, what are you talking? I'm trying to help you. And she told me, and she told me before she couldn't have sex. You know, she's like, I can't have sex. But I was so young, she never told me that she had HIV. I think she just knew she had it, because there was also, if she didn't catch it that way, she slept with this guy. His name was Creed, and he passed away from AIDS. So we don't know, and he was like into like the adult porn industry and stuff like that. So she could have caught it from him, you know, because that's what he died from too. So we don't know if those three reasons. She used the spleen, the domestic, or the guy she slept with. So we found out she had 2 strokes. I'm trying to like not get the story is deep, so it's gonna go for a long time. But she had 2 strokes. I took her to the hospital. They kept taking her away. But my real dad knew something, right? So she ends up. So we left to Florida. I got expelled from 9th grade, right? And when I got expelled, you know, like I didn't get disciplined for it. You know, like my mom like was really good to me. You know what I mean? Like, because I think she knew she had it, so she wanted to spend as much good time with me as she could. You know what I mean? She didn't want to be like, because she knew she was getting sicker and sicker, but she never told anybody. Like she had like rashes on her feet. I remember her like really complaining about these rashes on her feet, which was probably something from the HIV or something. That's what I'm thinking. And so I got expelled from school in 9th grade. She comes in. My 2 friends live with me, Joel and Tim, and they're both going to Florida to go like work, to Clearwater. And my mom comes in the room out of nowhere. She's like, do you want to go to Florida? And I'm expelled from school, you know, so I'm like, hell yeah, you know. She's like, just me and you. I'm like, all right. She's like, we'll ride down with them. So she already been to the hospital one time. We took her like before that happened. So now we go down there on the way to Florida. She gets in an argument with Tim and Joel because she's moaning a lot. Like she's in a lot of pain. She doesn't have a spleen. A spleen fights off infections. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And she's got HIV, you know, so she's in a lot of pain. And like I noticed her face drooping. So we end up going to go to Florida. They go their way, we go our way, just me and my mom. And this whole time, like she's just like really sick and a lot of pain. And I'm not thinking HIV, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like flu. Yeah, like she's just sick, or something, you know? Right. You know, but she's doing like a lot of moaning, like a lot. Like it was like really, I'm not saying weird, but it was just like, what's going on, you know? And I was so young, you know, and I'm in Florida, and like, you know, and I'm like kind of adulting her because she's so sick. Right. Because I noticed her face drooping more, but I'm not thinking stroke. I'm 15 years old, you know, and I was talking to a friend, and on the cell phone, you know, back to like old gray Motorola phones. Remember those? Wow, yeah. Remember those? So I was talking to her. Crazy. That lit up blue or whatever. Yeah. So I'm thinking like, let's go to or I'm telling her, she's like, you need to go back to Ohio. You need to tell your mom, because she like acted like she knew something. This girl did. I'm trying to leave her name out of it. So I get my mom. I'm like, we got to go back. You know. She's like, okay. So we're down there for 2 weeks. And, you know, a bunch of stuff else happened, and I explain that more in my live. Different time, but because it's like a super long story. So we come back to Ohio, and when we come back to Ohio, my mom drained her bank account and my stepdad's bank account when we went down there. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? So we get back there, and my stepdad just opens the door, and they get to arguing a little bit, but she's less like, I'm getting out of here, you know what I mean? Like, we're out of here. Like, we're gonna go like live somewhere else, move somewhere else. She's wanting us to have a better life now, you know. But he ended up so we go to my grandma's house, and we went to me and my mom. We left our house when we got back from Florida, go to my grandma's, and then my grandma, my mom, you know, smoked, but she would smoke on the deck, and she didn't, and they didn't agree with her smoking with me, but she didn't care, you know what I mean? I'm her son, so we ended up going just smoking in the house, and I told my mom, I'm like, damn, like Aunt Renee and my grandma are gonna trip, you know? She was like, fuck them, this is like part of my house too. So they ended up kicking us out. So we go to my dad's. Now my mom is like really, really sick, and we go there to my dad's girlfriend's house in a trailer. And it's my dad, his girlfriend, their 3 kids, me, my mom, 2 dogs. You know, it's kind of awkward right there. Like my mom, my stepmom. You know,
weird dynamic.
Yeah, but they're good. My mom, my stepmom are good. Like they like, you know, they
That's
like love each other.
That's really good.
Yeah, like they didn't play no games like that. You know, like a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to my stepmom. My mom got so sick she couldn't even bathe, you know. So my stepmom actually bathed her, you know, like my naked mother, like dying of AIDS.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And you know, so now, you know, we're staying at my dad's house. This all happened in a couple days, and my mom's moaning, keeping everybody awake. Like, and it's like, you know, like it's not weird. It just was like a weird like moan, like pain moan. Like she was in so much pain. Like she was high. She was taking pills and stuff, but nothing was helping her. So my dad comes in there, he's like, get up, right? So we end up, he's like, I'm taking her to the hospital. But my dad knows my mom, you know, like they've always been friends. So, but my dad knows that dude Creed passed away from AIDS. And my mom, he knows that my mom slept with Creed. You know, so my dad thinks in his head, like, she's got HIV or something. So we go to the hospital, you know, my dad's all tatted up like me on his face and stuff like that. And when we go to the hospital, he pulled up. Just the hospital she's been kicked out of twice. They said that she was sick with like the flu or something. Yeah. So we end up going to, my dad goes in and they come out with a wheelchair. So I feel like my dad went in there and said, hey, this lady's got AIDS. You know what I mean? You need to take her. You guys keep sending her away. She's sick. Yeah. So she got admitted right there. And, you know, and I mean, there's a lot longer stories to that. I don't know if you want to keep going on that. But she ended up, you know, she goes to the hospital, right? I'm trying to do a story so it's a little shorter. She ends up going to the hospital, gets admitted. I start sleeping in my car. You know, I was only 15. I didn't have my driver's license, but we already set up the set it up. My mom did before. So you know, you gotta like go train with people when you're a kid. Like you gotta go in Ohio. You gotta go like practice drive with like an instructor. So my mom already set that up when I was 15. So I had them classes going on while my mom's in the hospital, but I'm driving with no license anyway, and I'm only 15. And so I'm sleeping in the car. I'm sleeping in the car because I don't have anywhere to go. You know, kicked out my grandma's, kicked out my dad's, you know, kicked out my house, and my mom's all I got. You know, and she's in the hospital. You know, so I'm sleeping in the car, and out of nowhere, a lady knocks on the window. And I started my car like I was gonna like drive out of it. You know, I'm a kid. Like I looked like I was 11 probably. Yeah. And so she's like, why are you sleeping in this car? And I told her, I said, you know, my mom's sick. She's like, you're Denise's son. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you know, she asked me, she's like, are you hungry? And I was starving, you know. So she takes me into the hospital. You know, we eat, and she's sitting there like looking at me, like she's a black lady, and she's just sitting there looking at me. She's like, has anybody like told you anything or like what's going on with your mom? And I'm like, no, you know, I'm a kid. I'm like, no. She's like, you know, your mom has like full-blown AIDS. Yeah. Like, you know, like and I'm like, yeah. She's like, there's like a big chance. She's telling me like, there's like a big chance that she's not gonna pull through this. Yeah. You know, like what, like, you know, and she told me that, and you know, and it hurt, but it's just like, it's like, how do you even accept that? I don't even know what it is. I'm a kid, you know. Yeah. So I ended up going to she ended up talking to her boss to put a chair in the hallway and let me sleep in the hallway, you know, instead of having to sleep in the car, you know. But I like in the morning times they'd wake me up and then they'd have to slide the chair over, you know, just because, so I'd have to sleep in a parking lot. And I would like listen to my mom breathe. She was on like a breathing machine, you know, so I could hear that, and I could hear her breathe, and I would just like listen to that sleep. And if she like skipped, was so crazy, if she like skipped a beat or anything, I'd be like, wake up. But so, you know, so I lived in a hospital for a while, and then, but I would go to my dad's back and forth. So do you want, like, the rest of the story?
Well, so, your relationship with your mom, when you were growing up? I mean, did she just not want to express it because of how young you were? Like, how was your communication generally with her? Like, besides that, I mean, it sounds like the relationship that she had going on was also kind of getting in the way, and
What do you mean with me?
No, that with her, was it boyfriend?
Yeah, boyfriend.
Yeah.
He was around for he raised me. You know what I mean? Like, she was with him for a long time. You know, he's still alive to this day.
Okay.
So, and that's where I wonder, like, because she told me she can't have sex, but that's where I wonder, like, how is he alive? You know, it's been like 20 some years. You know, like, because if they were together for 12 years.
Well, there are ways to practice safe sex without passing things.
Yeah.
But so maybe that's what happened. But like her relationship with you specifically. I mean, I'm just going based off of you saying she didn't really tell you that she had that.
Right.
Like up until
she never told me.
She wasn't even the one that told you.
She was so sick in the hospital too, right? And like, she knew, like, I found out, like, because she went blind in the hospital too. She had seven spinal taps, went blind, had 3 strokes. You know, she kind of like went backwards in her head. Like, she thought I was a baby again.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it was cognitive decline.
Yeah. So, and you know, going through that, like, I'm not understanding, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to help her because I know, because I am her helper. You know, I was my mom's keeper. You know.
And that was at what, 15 years old?
Yeah, 15.
You were doing that.
Yeah.
You don't have any siblings, do you?
Nothing. I'm the only child.
Okay.
On both sides.
So, but the level of communication with your mom, aside from that particular situation, do you felt like she shared a lot with you? Did she was she open with you about things in her life? Did you feel that did you feel that sense of security with her that you could come to her about anything and that she could come to you?
I could say anything, do anything. You know what I mean? Like, she had my back, I had her back no matter what. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've been in arguments and stuff like that, and like me being a bad kid, not say bad, but with my stepdad, you know, it's just like I was rebelling against that. Like, I hated him so much, and it made me so angry. You know, like, just like hating this person. Like, who like throws food on a kid? Like, like, he actually, like, one time he made me I don't like soggy cereal, and I don't even put milk. I still to this day I won't put milk on my cereal. He actually, like, I had to eat this soggy cereal. He's like, eat it, and I like puked it. I puked it up, and he like made me eat my vomit. Like, he was like.
So it was abusive.
Oh yeah, to the worst.
Yeah, it was really abusive.
That's why I don't like arguments. Like, I can't do arguments because of all that. You know, like that's a lot in there.
Of course, that's gonna be a trigger for you now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into that a little bit. So. Find this question because that just reminded me of something. I want to get into like your relationships now a little bit, just based off of hearing like the relationships that you had when you were growing up. So since your release, how have you navigated the challenge of building meaningful connections, especially in the context of romantic relationships? I want to go back after this question and kind of talk about your time in prison and how that has impacted you, but since getting out, which has been, 11 months now, like, how have you been with romantic relationships? Because I think a lot of our romantic relationships are based a lot on our childhood relationships, just based on like attachment and everything. So how do you feel like your relationships have gone outside of
like romantic ones?
Just romantic ones.
I feel like I don't know, it's like so weird, you know. I feel like God, you know, like, I've done all this time, you know, I did 14 years, so that's like a long time to do, you know. So it's like being alone is a crazy thing for me, you know. So it's like I'm kind of like in a rush. I feel like I'm in a rush to get romantic with somebody, you know what I mean?
Really?
Like, yeah, because I'm just so tired of being alone, like, and there's so many questions I have to ask, you know. And I know in a romantic relationship, I know that them that person is supposed to have my back.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like that's supposed to be like my person, you know. And I'm not saying for like a helper, and I'm saying for like just to be my like my decision making. You know, it's like maybe like it's kind of weird, but not weird. I'm looking for like a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Really?
you know what I mean? It's like I'm looking for like my mom, I guess
Yeah.
you could say, you know? If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
No, it does.
You know?
It does. Do you think that's healthy?
No.
Why?
Because I should just be handling it myself, you know, even though I am, but it's just like I feel like we're all chasing that though. Like we're all chasing the happiness of being with somebody.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Um, but I guess the decision making thing that you're talking about, well, so let's start here. So you spent 14 years in prison, 18 months, right, in isolation?
I probably done more time in isolation than that. I
Mhm.
did. I've been to the hole so many times. Like I've had a CO tell me, look me up, like my tickets, and they said that they've seen more tickets back then. You know, when I was locked up on my 10 years, that I have more tickets than anybody they've ever seen.
Wow.
You know, they're like, you got to scroll. So like, you know, on the computer, they got to scroll, and when they scroll like 3 times. You know what I mean? They're like, you're filled the screen up 3 times, and that's a lot. You know, that's a lot of trouble.
Yeah. So you were in isolation for a lot of time, and you were in prison for 14 years.
Yeah, I could say I probably in the whole 14 years I probably done 6 years in segregation.
Wow. Okay.
But that's not all one time. The longest time I ever did was 18 months. I did 9 months straight. Got out the hole for 4 hours. They tried to put me in a cell with somebody that was, you know, that like messed around with men, and I told the CO I'm not going in there with that dude. So they're like, all right, well you're gonna go back to the hole. And like another CO told me, he's bluffing. He told me, don't worry about it. They're not about to put you back in the hole.
Mhm.
But they actually put me back in the hole, and I ended up doing another 9 months in segregation.
Yeah. Okay. During that time, when you were in segregation, what were some of the like reoccurring thoughts that you had? Because I mean, you kind of have to go stir crazy, and then also, what like mental struggles did you face like on a daily basis? Like what kept coming up? What was like, you know, were you fidgeting? Were you thinking like the same thoughts over and over? Like what was going on in your mind like during that?
Like sitting in segregation, you create a world, you know what I mean? Like you create imagination, you know, your imagination is like your everything, you know, it's your shut off switch.
Interesting.
You know, so, but you still try to find something to do. Like mine would be working out, rapping. Why? It's because that's the only thing you can do. It says your mind, you know, or writing a song, or like I wouldn't even draw in there because they don't have pencils and erasers and stuff like that. It's like just a pen, you know, and it's really hard to draw with just a pen. I can, and I have pictures like that I still have that I drew with like just a pen, no erasing. It's really, really good. But I would work out. I would just make this fake world, you know, like what's it gonna be like when I get out, you know, like who's gonna be waiting there, who's gonna be, you know, you create this happy world, like things are gonna be so perfect when you get out of jail, you know, but usually when you get out of jail, it's nothing like that, you know, it's completely opposite.
So you practiced a lot of visualization techniques, actually.
Yeah.
And you actually strengthened that skill while you were in isolation.
Yeah.
It was like your world without being.
And I would play back memories of things that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I remember when this happened. I remember when this happened. You know, I'm not saying like that, but I just think that. You know, I'm like, I remember this happy feeling. This happy feeling.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, so.
So now that you're out and like, kind of, I mean, yearning for relationships, like a relationship with a woman, right? Do you ever go back to that place when you are kind of lonely or just feel isolated in general, or is that something that was like a thing of the past for you?
I feel like
a mental state.
Like I'm so blessed, like with like God, like with being able to do everything that I do, like for real, to be a streamer, a content creator, that people like it's successful in a year but it became successful in a month. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like in a month I was good. Like everything in my life is here, but there's just no like no family, no relationship. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. TikTok is its own like isolating, or I
Yeah.
guess social media can be isolating in its own way.
yeah. And like yeah, like I got blessed with that, you know, like with the people that are here
Yeah.
with me every day, that watch me every day. I'm blessed. Like I'm so blessed to have them people.
Yeah.
You know, and they know who they are.
Yeah.
To be able to support me and guide me, you know, it's just like if I don't, I'm just like waiting for something, and I don't know what it is.
How do you cope when you feel lonely now? I mean, like you were literally in prison for 14 years. You were in isolation for 6 years.
Yeah.
With
nobody.
You did cope.
Nobody, no talking, no writing,
Yeah.
no nothing.
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 No mental stimulation.
No, nothing.
Just yeah, which in my opinion should be illegal, but it's the way that it works.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do now? I mean, is this taking away from your connection with yourself? Do you think?
With just being on
like
on
being
social
able to be mindless, like genuinely, like being able to, like the distractions, the entertainment is endless.
Yeah.
Out here.
Well, I think like the thing that kind of like keeps me going with all that is the people when I read the messages and they're like, dude, like thank you, like you helped me so much, like I don't think you understand like what you're doing for people and shit like that, like
Okay.
you know, so that's like a really, that takes away from being the loneliness sometimes. You know, I'm like, damn, you know, like, and I hope that they're doing good, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it just takes away from my idle time, you know?
Yeah. So it's almost, I mean, that is almost like a external sense of validation too.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you were in prison, you were forced to be with yourself.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're not forced to be with yourself outside of prison?
No, I feel like I'm still with myself, you know what I mean? Like, I think in there it was more, like, studying Cody, you know what I mean? Like, I was studying myself, like, to every point, like, to every movement I do, to everything, like, why do I do this? You know what I mean? Why do I do this?
Yeah.
You know, like, why do I think this way? Why do I think that way? You know, like, you just, like, it really sharpened who I was, being able to do that, and then to, like, come out here and do this, like, I'm so sharp, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sharp, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know how to, like, work phones or anything like that, but this, I do. It's, like, it's, like, already stored in me, like, I'm, like, people are like, how do you do that? Like, I don't even know how to do that, you know? And I'm, like, it just happens, like, I don't know how God...
So interesting.
Right, it's just crazy.
You are certainly gifted, I mean, to be able to do everything, and... I mean, I've worked with you, I've made content with you now, and I've seen how you operate. It's really impressive. In 11 months, being able to, like, you understand hooks, you understand, like, you know, just having certain clickbait in the backgrounds, and, like, to get people to engage and comment and like and share to their friends. Like, I mean, you really...
I got it.
You do, you have it. You have something. So, all right, let's switch gears a little bit here. What do people misunderstand about you?
What do people misunderstand about me?
Yeah.
I think people misunderstand like I'm a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a bad guy. Like I'm not the villain, and I might look like the villain. You know what I mean?
Who are you?
Not the villain.
Who are you?
I'm Cody. I'm my own special person. I don't try to follow anybody. I don't try to like, you know, and I think like that's why I'm like so good at what I do, you know what I mean? It's like I'm just trying to be me.
Yeah.
You know?
You know you're a good person.
Yeah.
In your soul.
Yeah.
And you feel like people don't see that.
No.
Okay. Interesting. Do you feel like you've always felt like that?
Do I feel like I always felt like that?
Yeah. Like even as a kid?
I feel like, I mean, yeah, you know, but I mean, it's just like all about protecting yourself, like out here, you know what I mean? Like in life, period. Like, I've always been trying to just protect myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm always just trying to protect. Like I'm trying to be a protector. I'm not trying to be like the person like fucking shit up, you know?
But that gives you those walls.
Mm-hmm.
That, I mean, do you think like what you just described almost takes away from the ease of like making new connections, especially like romantically?
Say it again.
Do you think that what you just described about yourself,
Yeah.
always trying to protect yourself,
Yeah.
can also take away from how easy it is to make a connection with someone romantically?
It's just so hard. Like I feel like I don't want to say it's messing me up right now, but like social media, I feel like is a big thing with relationships. You know what I mean? Like, so you gotta find, like, with being on here, you know what I mean? Like, you're out here, you know, like, and like some people don't want this, you know what I mean? And a lot of people, like even like you said, you know, like no one wants to make content where you're at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, no one wants to make content, you know what I mean? So it's just me, you know what I mean? But I mean, that's all I need. But there's like gotta be, like, I'm also looking for somebody to be like, this is what I like to do. This is what I like to do too, you know? So it's just like a connection with that even, you know, because people get jealous, you know what I mean? In relationships, people get jealous, you know? Jealous. And they don't need to be, you know what I mean? If I'm with you, I'm with you, you know?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. So that's what you think it's coming from at this point in your life. Like, that's where you're at, where that's the barrier for you getting into a relationship with people, is that, like, added layer of your work is not super compatible with what other people's lifestyles look like. That's what you think the main barrier is?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think there's a way to get around that?
Oh. To get around the barrier? Like, what do you mean? Like, with a relationship with somebody? So what would it be like?
You tell me. What does your ideal relationship look like?
What with me a relationship would look like right now would be like doing what I do, you know what I'm saying? Well, obviously you go to work and shit like that, but like I don't want to have to, I want to be able to like bust out my camp, do what I got to do, you know what I mean? Like with my like live streams and, you know, like this is a job.
It is.
It's a job. Mm-hmm. You know, people think it's just like, yo, hop on here and let's go.
It's a job.
It's a job, facts. And anybody's on social media, it's a hard job.
It's a hard job.
To entertain people for hours, to hold hundreds of people in your chat, especially where I just came from the whole, I ain't have shit, you know what I mean? Like, I just came from nothing, no, not one person, not one soul, just me, you know what I'm saying, just doing this, you know what I mean? So now it's just like, that's just what I'm just, so I think like...
So what does your ideal relationship look like then? Is it work together?
Yeah.
Be collaborating with your partner, or is it separate work from relationship?
It can be separate, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, this is like what I do. You're whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and like, hey, I don't want to be on camera all the time. Oh, I get that. That's cool. You know, that's cool. I've been in relationships already since I've been out where like my platform didn't even know, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, it's just because, first off, you have to be careful because somebody will come in here and like fuck some shit up. Like if I like, you know, I just had a girlfriend and that's how it went. Like turn people against you. You know, you got to be careful because you know what you say. You gotta trust people. You know what I mean? You can't just sit out here spill the beans. You know what I mean? And then you get put out there.
Yeah.
So I feel like the relationship is just work together.
Work together.
Yeah, with everything though.
I think that's really a good concept to lead with. What was your longest relationship in your life?
Like solid relative, relationship, like.
Well, I mean, no. What's
it was a
longest
shit relationship.
term?
I mean, I can't even really. Maybe a couple months, maybe a year.
A full year.
Yeah, because I've been locked up. You know, like when I got out after the 10 years, I got with that chick. I was with her for like 2 years, but we weren't like together probably like for real for like a year. You know, but I've only been in probably a couple relationships in my life, like.
So when you were dating her, How did you handle situations when you were overwhelmed?
Get high.
So.
I mean, I was just chasing all the time.
Pull away.
Yeah, I was just chasing, trying to cover up the pain. Like, what was crazy is last time, right when I got out, I was looking for like a family. You know what I'm saying? And I got one. But I was using. So it's like my whole life, this is what I wanted, you know what I mean? But the fucking drugs had a hold of me, so I couldn't enjoy it, you know what I mean? Like, we would go to the park and stuff like that, but like I loved them moments. And that's why, like, when I went back to jail this time, the second time, I ended up, like, I wanted to change, you know what I mean? Because I sat in that cell and, like, I'm like, damn, I just lost my family. Like, I love them, you know what I mean? And I ain't never have that love, like, you know, like my girlfriend had 2 kids that they thought I was a dad because their dad was never around.
Yeah.
You know, and just how they love me, how them kids love me. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like I'm like this like junkie, you know, piece of shit. Like, but these kids love me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you like to like I would get up every morning and like help him try to walk, and you know he was a preemie baby. He was the baby, and I had him like every day. Like I knew how to fed him. You know, like with him being a preemie, all that, like, you know, so just that love changed me.
Yeah.
If I would have never got that love from that relationship, not just from the girl, but from the babies, you know what I mean? That changed my life.
Love changes things.
Yeah, love changes things.
Real, like, authentic, true love. I'm not talking about the shallow shit. I'm not talking about, you know, I love you for your money. I love you for your looks. I love you for, you know what I mean? That's not love. Real love like that, whether it's from your kids, whether it's from a partner, whether it's from your mom, dad, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That changes you.
Doesn't it?
To your core.
Yeah, it's
you
great.
open. You start. Your heart actually starts to open. You get to like experience. I feel like what the meaning of life really is. That's my personal take.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, that's really cool. So.
You know, it's just like that love, like, but now, see, like, it's too late, you know what I'm saying? Because them kids, when I went to jail, prison this last time, right? And I know someone's listening here too. Like, when I went to prison last time, you know, like, I had that love for them kids. So I'm like, man, I got to get home to them kids. Fuck the streets. Like, I'm done, man.
Yeah.
Like this shit, like, you know, so I had this feeling. I put that fake world in my head again because I'd go to segregation and shit like that. And I'd be like, oh, when I get out, I'm going to have the babies back. You know, to me, like, a big, like, oh, I love you and shit like that. But it wasn't that, because, you know, time goes on.
Yeah.
People fall in love with other people and shit like that. And, like, some women need that from a man, you know, to, like, some aren't, like...
Security?
Yeah, they need
stability.
And I knew that from my ex. I knew she was going to find somebody. You know, I knew it, like... And there's, like, crazy stories I could say all day, like, and, you know, about, like, what happened while I was in jail with her. You know, but she, and I'm not ever going to make her look bad because I got so much love for her in the world. Like, like I don't do that with, like, women or not like that. I'm not to break you down. Like, I hate doing that. That shit sucks. You know what I mean? It's not cool. It's not healthy.
I mean, what goes around comes around anyways. There's no reason to even, like, put other people down. So. Ever.
No, ever. Like, it's just not healthy. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but we're all human. You know what I mean? So, we're all human. Anger gets the best of us sometimes. So when I went to jail, all I thought about was them kids, you know, and I'm like, man, fuck the streets. I didn't even get with my gang or nothing like that. Like, people were, like, just trying to be, like, cool with me, and I wasn't having it, you know what I mean? I was still using, getting high, smoke K too, but I still was like, I need this family back, like, so bad. But, when I went to jail, she got with somebody else, and, you know, he was stable, you know, ex-veteran and stuff like that, and, he's a good guy, though, you know what I mean? And the kids, I guess the boys gave him a hard time at first, you know, because they love me. Yeah. You know, but they didn't understand. They knew I'm in jail. They still think I'm in jail.
Really?
Yeah, because so.
Okay.
So when I went to jail, she got pregnant again by somebody else. But those aren't my kids.
Yeah.
But those are my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like I was there from diapers, wipes, formula, all that. Like I was paying
You raised them.
Yeah, I was paying that. You know
literally raised them.
Yeah. So, you know, and. So, but I got a daughter too. And I want her too. Like, I just want this family back, you know.
Yeah.
But it was too late, you know, because I went to prison. The other chick found a dude, you know. She got pregnant with him, you know. And I've seen her since I've been out, you know. Like, I've seen her, like, she was 8 months, like, pregnant when I got out, you know. But she's like, I still love you, but the time happened, you know what I mean? Like, the time separated us. So now it's just a memory, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, we at least got to enjoy it. Like, it sucks. Like, right now, she would in a heartbeat come back to me. But you can't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because you already got this family and started this over here.
100%.
You know, you can't do that.
I mean, I feel like she's like smart for that.
Yeah,
honestly.
she is. Yeah, she is. You know, but it's just so. But it's too late for the kids. And now, you know, like when I got out, I'm like, oh, I want to see the kids. I want to see the kids. And she's like, you can't. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's not. And I'm being selfish.
She doesn't want to like let her kids have to deal with that. I mean, it almost is giving them attachment issues by doing that to them.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
She's smart for that.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She truly
but
is.
you acknowledge that.
Yeah. So, but at first I'm like, no, I'll be there every week. I'll be there to see him every week. I promise. And I would be, you know. But she's like, Cody, they're not gonna want to leave you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so now you just were in their life, raised them, went to prison, come home, and then now you're here. You think they're not gonna want to go with you? You know what I mean? Like, cause you gotta think about it. Kids want to go with who they love and stuff. So, but I accepted that now. But so now I know it's too late and stuff like that. I still can't wait for the day for me to see them again.
Yeah.
You know, like even some days, like when I go to the stores or something like that, when I'm close to their area, I'm like, man, what would happen if I seen them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would think of like hug, love, and you know what I mean. But anyways, that's what changed me was having love from somebody. Yeah. You know, love will make you change.
That's God.
That's God. Yeah.
That's God. So in your mind, the social media is kind of preventing you. That's the barrier from a relationship right now.
I think so.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I think so.
Yeah.
Like.
And I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah.
Because that means that you're open to like seeing something else.
Yeah.
And being able to move forward. From what you've told me about how you handled previous relationships, it does sound like, you would go into a shell, you would like go use substances, you'd like run away from the conflict. That's kind of how you've described it.
Yeah.
Would you say that majority of the people that you've attracted romantically are, whenever there is a conflict, like they kind of like stress out, like text you a million times, call you a million times, get really like upset and just like almost like come towards you in like this clingy kind of like heat of the moment, because they feel like they're gonna lose you, or they don't feel the connection that they had before, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, is that the kind of person that you tend to attract?
I think like it's like
who?
What's
your type? Like when it comes to that side of things, the emotional side of things.
Well, I'm like, so like, what's my type? Like
emotionally,
like somebody that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like I can have like a perfect person come in the room. You know what I mean? Like a perfect chick, like just come in the room, and like just saying like perfect person, like. But I see this other person that's got like, just for example, just scars. Just saying like, I know that person's been through something. She could have been through something too. But I'm gonna pick the one that's the most fucked up. Not saying me pick. That's what's gonna attract to me. You know what I'm saying? It's
for sure.
That's what comes to me. I don't know because on how I look. You know what I mean? Like they're probably like, oh, whatever he's got going. Like it just attracts that.
Okay.
Attracts. Yeah.
Do you have any idea why that happens?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like a test from God. I don't know.
You are, to be fair, like, it's fair to say, like, you're comfortable with that kind of relationship because that's what you've experienced.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced, like, a healthier relationship where there's grounded communication when conflict pops up?
Well, the relationship I had before I went to prison with the kids, she that was a like in our relationship, it was like, it wasn't a perfect relationship because we were going through stuff like struggling for money, drugs and stuff like that, but it was like good communication. Like that was my person. You know what I mean? Like.
Like,
yeah.
how'd you handle? Like, give me any example of any situation that you can talk about with it. Like, any argument that led to like, okay, this is a good outcome. Like, this has not been as stressful as it could have been. You know what I mean? Any example?
What do you mean? Like just like it was just like a place to live type shit. Like maybe like a place to live. Like we're acting like it's a big deal. I mean, we had place to live, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, we were like, how are we going to figure this out?
Literally any argument that you guys ever had. If you can't think of an example specific, that's okay.
I can't think, like, of something, like, recent. Like, that's it. Like, I really haven't had many relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, especially...
With
like,
her, though.
With my ex I just had?
No.
With the other one, my other one.
Well, you're saying, the long relationship. I think you're talking about the healthier one.
The healthier one, yeah. I'm talking about the healthier one, yeah.
Yeah.
So the healthier one, she, it was just, we just had each other's backs. I can't really think of, like, any situation, but, like, just having that, like, mental, you know, like you drop it, I pick it up. You know what I mean? Like,
was it transactional, almost?
What do you mean, like, it happened? Like
the relationship.
Like, both ways?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't super deep for you.
What do you mean super deep?
Okay. You didn't... Okay, so there's, like, different things that are important in relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
The intimacy that you share with somebody.
Okay.
How passionate it is.
Mm-hmm.
And how committed it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you could rate all those three things out of 10, like 1 being not committed, 10 being very committed.
I mean, we were committed, like, you know, like, I mean...
Okay, so
10
out of 10, not cheating, not talking...
Yeah, my phone's your phone,
okay,
like...
Passion.
Deep. Like...
10?
10, yeah.
Intimacy?
It was more like a trauma relationship, too. You know what I mean? Like...
Why?
Because of just, like, everything she's been through in life, everything I've been through in life, and it just, like, brought us together. Like it just brought us together. Like, just the trauma, like, she went through a lot in life. You know what I mean? Like, so...
So you bonded through that,
yeah.
like, similarity?
Yeah.
Okay. But, communication-wise, between you guys, why was it healthier than other relationships?
Why was it healthier than other relationships?
Yeah.
Than my past relationships?
Than any of your other relationships. Why was that the healthiest relationship?
Because I haven't had many relationships.
Okay. So you don't have a frame of reference?
No.
Okay.
You know, the longest person I've ever been with was that person. Like...
Yeah.
You know, so it's like...
Okay, so that was literally it.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
I was with, like, some childhood shit, but it was like...
Sure.
You know, like, we had a relationship, but it wasn't like... It was like, we had good communication and shit like that, but like...
Was it just, like, mature, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep, so now it's just like...
And why did you guys break up?
Because I went to prison.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's switch gears. Let's switch topics. I want to talk about the difference between, like, the society on the outside of prison and the society on the inside of prison. Like, I want to understand, because you're talking about protecting yourself always and how that's kind of, like, how you've adapted to be. I want to understand, like, what does that society inside look like? And after 14 years of always having to be on guard, protecting yourself, like, always adapting, constantly, like, on watch, you know, what do you think that's done to your mind? Like, how do you think that's changed you? But first start with, what does that culture look like compared to the outside for people that have never been
So for the inside, like, what's going on, like, it's another world, you know? It's a tough world. It's not like, you know, it's either I can't say some words, you know, eat or be ate, you know what I mean? Like, you have to survive this, you know what I mean? Like, this is it, like you're in there with everybody, everyone, all the essays.
Of course.
You're in there with.
It's prison.
Yeah, the people that got caught though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, true.
Because it's still those are just people that got caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's still shit.
Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
Yeah. So, in there, it's another world. And like I was a little white dude. And I came in there at 116 pounds when I got locked up, strung out.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like no tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a couple tattoos here and there. You could tell like though, even though I looked like a little Justin Bieber looking but you could tell that I've been through something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, like he's little, but he's not soft. You know what I'm saying? Like I even have people that have wrote like since I've been out, doing this prison content, like real gang members that are like, bro, I'm proud of you, like, and they came in my chat and been like, like Cody's 100, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he went, So you go in there, you go into prison, and you're like, even though you're by yourself, you still kind of want someone to have your back,
Mm-hmm.
So you usually do, even if it's not with a gang, it's somebody, you're gonna get a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's got your back. You know what I mean? Like that's why it's good to have like when you go to jail, if you know some people that's been to jail or that's in jail. So just
is it like almost like how high school or just like school systems there's kind of like, I mean at least with younger people, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like the popular kids and
yeah,
there's
yeah,
like
it's just like that.
So is it kind of like that where
yeah,
but except maybe more like aggressive people are the popular or like you know what I mean, like the people that are let's stay away from them or whatever and like y'all just congregate based on that kind of thing.
Yeah, like who's the toughest?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And you joined a gang while you were in there, right?
Yeah.
What was it called?
The Heartless Felons.
Heartless Felons.
Yeah.
And what were they known for?
They're the worst gang in the state of Ohio.
Why?
Because like there's a bunch of us. They were like they recruit, and like when you recruit, like you got to go on 3 missions. You got to like go and missions. They call them bodies, but you don't have to go like unsubscribe anybody or nothing like that. Just like bodies, like you got to go do some shit. Like there's like a royalty. Like there's 3 missions you got to go do. And one will be like doing this one. Go take that door or something. Something stupid, or take that dude's commissary.
Okay.
Beat him up, take his commissary.
Yeah.
But someone's gonna shadow you. You know what I mean? Another gang member that's been in there is gonna come with you and watch you do it. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna let you lose. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna jump in too.
Yeah.
Even though you're getting somebody for the mission, you still got somebody coming with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Do you think you could? Okay, just real quick. I don't want to interject, but I want to understand. Like, do you think that was a survival thing for you joining a gang? Because it sounds like so like.
Well, see, I got in right. Like I was already in prison 2 years before I got in the gang. I've already been. When you get there, that's when people approach you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's up, bro? What's up? You trying to be a such such?
Yeah.
Like it's like a fucking draft for real.
Weird.
You know what I mean? Like people, and me, I am white. But where I was at the time, the ABs, the Aryan Brothers, and like the berserkers and stuff like that, there wasn't many of those. There was like usually old white dudes and shit like that, and they'll sell out their own people for real. You know what I mean? Like, like they're skin scared. You know what I mean? And I knew that from the streets. I knew that.
Skin scared, is that just a racist?
Yeah,
that's like
scared of being black. You're scared of the blacks. You know what I'm saying? They're scared of them.
Okay.
Not
so
all of them.
literally racist.
Not all of them. But even though they'll go buy some shit off of them. You know what I mean? They'll still, like, there was a lot of fakeness in where I was at. I'm not saying any other coast or nothing like that ain't hard, but where in Ohio it was weak. But there was this thing called My Brother's Keeper. It's MBK.
Okay.
So Heartless Felons is the blacks, but there's branches. There's like YF, MBK, FBF. You know what I mean? There's branches. So you could be a Heartless Felon, or you could be in one of these branches. And MBK is one of those branches. That's where the white boys go.
Okay.
My Brother's Keeper. And that's like some frontline shit. Like people can say all the shit they want about them, that they're fucking flunkies and crash outs, but at least they're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
What are they doing?
Like going on missions and going and taking people out and like doing shit. Like they're really active. So like they're active. Like they're putting in the work. They're like no scary shit. You know what I mean? Like this is like. You're trying to prove yourself. In MBK, you're trying to prove yourself to the Heartless Felons, even though we're still the same. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, these are our brothers, like, and, like, they've started a branch for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like we gonna rock with them. But there's a lot of shit, like, racist shit still involved in that, because this is black, we're white. And
so, correct me if I'm wrong, but this matters to you because, like, loyalty and like, that like little micro society, right? Is like the difference between getting your shit rocked or not. Like that's your protective armor, that loyalty.
Of somebody.
But also you have to reciprocate, right?
Yeah.
So that's why what you're saying is like so valid and like it kind of shows the importance of the different gangs or like right. So why did you wait 2 years to?
So I was already like putting in work and everything, right?
Yeah.
And work, you know, like fighting and stuff. So and my friend that lives close to where I live now, the one that taught me how to shoot tattoos and stuff, he was down there with his dad. You know, they were both doing time, 6 years, but they were finishing up their time. So I've already been approached 100 times, like, yo, what's up, Cody, man? Run this gang, you know, talking about MBK, like, run it, like, you can run it, like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're gonna move to the top spot. I mean, because of this, like, the stuff that I did when I was in prison, like, they respected for what I was doing.
What'd you do?
Just like fighting and like taking people's stuff and like stuff like that, and like not being scary, you know what I mean? And they were like,
not being scary.
Yeah.
It sounds like the things you're saying are scary to me.
Oh, they're scary, yeah.
But what does not being scary mean?
Like, what's up? I'm down for whatever, you know. Like, I'm down. Like, they're like, yo, dude's got a phone. Let's go. Let's. I'm all right. Let's. When we doing it?
So ironically, it's like you're being really scary.
Yeah.
Like not being scary means like being scary.
No, not being scary. Like I'm not scary. Like I'm going. Like I'm taking. Like I'm risking my life to go steal a dude's motherfucking honey buns. No.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, it is scary. Yeah.
Okay. I want the people to understand like the different layers of why things look the way they look in prison to begin with. I think a lot of it, at least from what I've heard from you, sounds like it's all trying to protect yourself. It's like life or death almost every single day, fighting for your life.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you doing?
No, I was just looking at my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
cool.
it's yeah, it's just life. It's life or death.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely life or death. You know, it's like, are you gonna make it? So I did that MBK thing. I got it. All right. So he ended up going. So that dude I was there with, right, doing the time with. He was going home. That was my dog. He had my back. I had his back. So now he's going home.
That's why you joined the gang.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, so and like they waited for that moment. You know what I mean? Like they've been. They like wait. They like knew he was like the day he left. They're like, yo, what's up? You might as well get in with us now. You know what I mean? Because they knew that was who I rocked with. You know, so I'm like, fuck it, let's go. You know, so I joined this gang. I got to go catch all these bodies, do all this stuff, right? Like crash out, and I got hella stories for it. But so I run the gang, you know, so they gave me the position of being in charge of all these other white boys and like recruiting people and shit like that. So when I joined that gang, you know, I've already put in so much work. There was another person down there, and he rocked with me too. Like he had my back in situations, but he wasn't a heartless felon. He beefed with the heartless felons, you know. And this is somebody that had my back. Like I've been in two situations before with him, like with somebody, and he was right there, you know. So he was already in segregation. They're like, hey Cody, they're like, T-Pain found out that you're in the fam, right? You know, and I'm like, they're like, he's pissed. And I'm like nervous. I'm like, damn, this is the most wildest dude on the compound. Like this dude beefs with the heartless felons. But I wasn't thinking, you know, when I joined, I'm like, damn, they're like, you know, I'm like, dude, my dude's about to be salty as fuck. Like I fuck with this dude. I eat with this dude. I do everything with this dude. And he beefs with these dudes. And I wasn't, but he was in seg. You know what I mean? So I didn't think anything of it. So they're like, yeah, when he gets out the hole, he wants to talk to you, right? I'm like, motherfucker, right? You know, so I ended up, he gets out the hole while he's pulling his stuff across the yard. He's like, Cody, come here, right? So I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? He's like, you joined the Heartless Felons? I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, you know I beef with them. He's like, man, you better stay the fuck up out my way, right? I'm like, damn, like, cause he's like, that's what he just went to the hole for.
Is it like that? Like, there's no real friendships or like, I mean, what does a connection in prison look like? Like friendship wise? Like, what is that? I mean, is it all
Split a soup? Like,
is it all based on loyalty and like
You
like
gotta
survival.
you gotta soup. You split that bitch in half, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you got a cup of coffee. You split that bitch in half, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You go do something, split that bitch in half, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
everything is, we're in this together, dog. Like, you know what I mean? We ain't co-defendants or nothing like that. But I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You fuck with me. Like, I know you got my back. I got your back. Yo, I'm smoking.
Yeah.
You know, what's up? He's you know what I mean? Come with me, you know. Like,
it almost reminds me of like what I've heard about military stuff.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Where they have that like really, really close bond.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's also probably based on survival, just in a different way, really.
Right.
You know.
So I joined them, and so he said, "Stay the fuck up out my way."
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did see him a couple times and shit, and he was cool. Luckily, we ain't never had to like get into it or nothing like that with him. You know, with his gang.
Mm-hmm.
So we just you know, I did it. I was in a gang the rest of my bid, 8 years, and I was in it. You know, I never got whacked out. I never got violated. So they ended up closing that branch down, MBK.
Yeah.
So when they closed MBK down, they whacked almost all the white boys. Like, they whacked them. Like, it's not like, hey, you're out the gang. No, they're clapping you. You know what I mean? They're beating you up. You know what I'm saying? They're stripping you down. Even though you was just in them and you ain't do nothing wrong, this branch is closed now, and they whack you out. Don't matter if you've been doing it for years. So they start, but I told them people, the MBKs was up under me. I was in charge of them. You know, and what was crazy is I told them, I said, hey, if the fam, the Heartless Felons, even though we're in the Heartless Felons, ever go against us, you know, I'm there with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like this, we're gonna rock this. Because we were so deep. The white boys were deep, you know, and not scary. Like, and it's like, we were more deeper than they were, you know, than the Heartless Felons. Even though they're above branch above us, we were just getting, you know, so. But it came down to it, and they started whacking.
A branch above you, is that like the different like locations?
Yeah, like, no, like a branch is like the Heartless Felons, MBKs, YFs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so when we're talking about like the system of popular kids, you're talking about
they're
branches.
The popular. Yeah, they're the popular.
Yeah.
So, you know, and so, but they ended up whacking all the white boys, and I start seeing them.
And by whacking, you mean like
beating them up.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Taking their shoes off their feet, doing everything. You know what I mean? Like, if they got something, they're stripping them. You know, they're not gonna make them all check in, but some they're gonna make check in and shit like that. Check in means that you're gonna go to segregation and you ain't coming out. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people act tough. You know, when you got 12 motherfuckers sitting there about to take your life, like, yo, get to that fence type shit, like, go check in. Like, motherfuckers are checking in. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you can get beat, you know, but a lot of times guys just go up there. They just check right in. But so they end up whacking all the white boys, and then it came down to me, you know, and I'm like, damn, they're about to get me out of here, you know. But they let me convert. They let me go over to the Heartless Felons, because I was popular.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was more popular.
You had a set of,
I had
an individual set of skills.
Yeah,
that
I'm a tattoo artist.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I go like, you know, I'm different. I'm not. I don't sit here say the N word. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of black people, like, when you say the N word like that, you know, they don't like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look cool. Like that's not like a cool thing. In prison, it's not.
Isn't it crazy that it's still not cool in prison?
Yeah, like
that should show people something.
But people will think that that's cool, and it's not cool. Like, you know,
it's still not cool in prison.
And honestly, I mean, they say it, but honestly, that's what I feel like. Me acting like who I am always is the reason why they didn't whack me. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're like, oh, he doesn't act to try to be anybody else. He's not corny. He's popular. You know, like, I was popular.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Like, you were authentically, like, as close to authentic as you could get in that setting where you had to always be on guard, always, like, protecting yourself, right? Look at me when I talk to you. I'm talking to you right now. Like, you were as close as you could be to authentic during your stay, but you still had to be on guard constantly.
Yeah.
And that was 14 years.
Yeah.
Like, do you think right now, I mean, you're still as authentic probably as you were then, right? You're still, like, yourself, but do you think that took away from the authenticity? Like, because you have to put on this mask. You had to, like, do the things that you didn't really want to do. To be loyal, to be in this gang, to be able to, like, fit in, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's affected your authenticity now?
No, I think it's what made me interesting. You know what I mean? It made me like my story is like interesting. Like it makes me more authentic because it's my story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't care to say I was using in prison. You know what I mean? That
Mm-hmm.
I was a flunky at one time. You know what I mean? Like I was going to crash, but at least I was doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't just lay on my rack. That's why like a lot of these other like prison content creators, like I can see them. Dog, you was laying on your rack. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't getting up. You wasn't out here in the mix for real.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Like I was out here. I was out there on the yard every time the door opened. I'm out there. I'm not sitting on my rack watching football.
What are you out there doing? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, like mobbing. Like you're like mobbing, and you're just like you're just out there like just tough. You know what I'm saying? Like
is this a defense mechanism right now?
What do you mean?
Like it's almost like you're comparing yourself to other people that were in prison that were just laying down, not doing shit, right?
Like, what do you mean comparing myself? Like,
I mean, like you are talking about how other people are trying to put you down.
Yeah, trying to put like.
It's but story, is this a self-defense mechanism right now?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Like, are you putting on a tough?
No,
front
well, you know what, you know what, it's like it's crazy because you could just like turn it on and off. You know what I mean? It's like you just seen that. Bam,
yeah.
Bam. Like
that was interesting.
Yeah,
it's like almost like a shift in personality.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Like completely. I wonder if they seen it.
Yeah, I think they did see it.
Whoops.
Yeah.
No, but that's how it is. You know what I mean? Like you just change. You gotta have that switch. You know, you gotta have that switch. Like that's why like when, you know, even out here, like I'm trying to like, even with somebody I fuck with, like when I fuck with somebody, I'm coming. Like my homie's strung out or something like that. Someone calls me and they're fucked up. I'm coming. You know what I mean? Like, yo, help me. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. I'm gonna hold you down. Like, let's figure this out. You know what I mean? Like
that really was interesting to just watch. By the way.
Yeah, it was.
You like, and look, you just said it again. Wow. I'm like watching it happen every single time. It's so odd.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause you seen the normal.
You almost go into this like, it's like your voice changes. And you go into this.
Do you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Was it wild?
Yeah, the change on your facial expressions and your voice.
That was wild, right?
Yeah, it's two different people.
It's prison, yeah.
It's prison.
It's survival.
It's It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah. It's like boom. It's like here it is. You know what I mean? Like I'm still in here.
Were you aware that you did that?
I mean, I know I do it. You know what I mean? I know when the switch happens. You know what I mean? Like,
really?
Yeah, like I see them. Like when I get mad or something like that. You know, but like recently, like with the relationships of me going on recently with like my ex and shit like that, like that's why I had to walk. Like I'm so smart with it that like I got in an argument, you know, and with the argument, me and her got in an argument, and she was very aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Very super tough woman. You know what I mean? And I seen it, and she got my switch to flip. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like just like she's got.
It's like an actual trigger for this.
And I'm like this. I'm in my head. I'm like this can't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't have this person out here.
What goes on? Like what thought process goes on when that happens, or when it happened? Literally think back to the moment that
it's just like protect. You know what I mean? Like protect. Like yo, dog. Like yo, this is you. You know what I'm saying? Like don't let no one. You're not soft.
Wow,
You're not soft. You know what I mean? Like I know I'm not soft. You know, and it's. With that relationship, her being a woman, I'm like, you know, you can't challenge a woan. You know what I mean? You can't.
Not in the same way.
No, you can't challenge a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm not about to be beating no woman up. I'm not about to be doing no shit like that. Like, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
And that's why I told her, hey, this is the first time, and this is the last time. Because I can't do that. I can't have this person out here. You know what I mean? This person out here will get me locked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with the yelling and screaming and doing all that. And then you know, so I try to keep that person up.
So you just acknowledged that this might be a barrier for relationships for you too. Like that protective. Should we give this person a name?
Yeah, we can.
What do you want to name him?
Well, there was a name for it, for real.
What?
It was Turnt.
Turnt?
Yeah, Turnt. That's what they nicknamed me.
Okay, so when Turnt comes out,
yeah,
that's not really a relationship like savvy individual. Like he can't really.
He's a protector though.
He is, but he's also. He doesn't. with what you just said,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You said you had the thought process, you can't get like this
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's maybe you're having a bit of cognitive dissonance with it, where you're like, well, it's protective, so that's good for women, but
Mm-hmm.
also, but I can't be turned around women because it's also against women. If it's that kind of
well, he's not like
conflict.
No, he's not against women. He's just for himself. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's like he knows not to hurt like a woman or anything like that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not in there.
Sure.
You know, but you never know because of this. I was raised around it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they say you act like your parents and shit like that, like
Yeah.
of what you've seen and what you've been around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I never want to wake that person up because I don't want to ever run in a relationship where we have to yell at each other like that. That shouldn't be a thing.
Right.
You know, it should be, all right, if we're having a problem, we sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
Not screaming, not yelling, nothing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
maybe that's a good standard for you to go into relationships with, is like, you have to be able to be a good communicator and
yeah, you have to
acknowledge that this is my background as a person. Like, that, this is your life.
Yeah.
You can't take those 14 years away. You can't turn away like that. That's a piece of your mind.
Yeah, he's in there, yeah.
That, you know, that will be triggered in certain circumstances. So maybe, like, you just need to find someone that's more compatible in that way, where, you know what I mean, that complements that side of you, because that seems pretty intense.
Yeah.
From where I'm standing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to something else.
Yeah, but I was in there the whole time, though.
And where?
In the gang.
In the gang?
Yeah, the rest of my time.
Yeah. Ooh, I mean, what happens after? Like...
Wait, when you get out?
Yeah.
With the gang?
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a choice to keep banging out here, you know what I mean? Like, you can...
But you didn't want to do that?
No, my homie I grew up with, he was running, like, my whole area, you know, but, like, when I would see them and stuff like that, like, we'd do the handshakes and shit, but I wasn't active, you know what I mean? I was hanging out with them and shit like that. Like, I was hanging out in the, with them, but I wasn't doing no crimes with them, you know what I'm saying? It was more like I was just high, just chilling, and, you know, maybe doing a tattoo on them or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, given the response that you've gotten from your prison content, which is obviously positive enough to have 190 people follow you, millions of people like watch and like your content, right?
Yeah.
Over the course of literally 11 months is insane. How do you feel like this has shaped your sense of identity outside of prison, and like your personal journey, like leaving there?
So
right.
So like what this made me, how I'm.
Your sense of identity, right?
Oh, like who I am?
Yeah.
Like who
like
am I?
Where like what role you fit in this world?
What role do I fit? I fit, like I'm just finding myself. You know, like I feel like I'm the leader of something right now, but I'm just trying to find myself. Like I think people will listen to me. You know what I mean? To help people. Like I think really me showing people, like, and then people watching me, even if it's just through my day and shit, like they're like, damn, he's making it, but I don't want to go through what he went through. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit ain't cool. You know, like kind of like an example is like I don't know, it's not an example. I just had a friend one time. He had a good life. You know, he had a really, really good life, but he always wanted to be outside hanging out with me. You know, and I would always look at him like, man, I just wish I had that. You know, I wish like I had like his family and his house and shit like that. So I just wish I had that stuff. But now, I mean, I have that stuff, you know, so it's just like, what my identity of being somebody is, I just want to have my life together. If that makes sense?
Okay. No? Do you think that talking about the the prison stuff all the time like affects you in any way?
What do you mean? Like it keeps me in there?
Yeah, do you think it keeps you like
It keeps me.
Sure, that's a good way of putting it. I like that.
I don't. No, not really. No, it doesn't
No.
keep me in there. No.
Why?
Because I know I'm free. I wouldn't have all this stuff. Like I wouldn't be. But I know, it could all be gone in an instant. You know what I mean? One blink, all this could be gone. I could be just sitting in a bando again if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like talking about prison and stuff like that keeps me. That I don't want to go back. I go through people's clips and see people's clips in their videos. You know, and it was kind of hard at first, you know, because people were saying like, oh, he's snitching on this, he's snitching on that, you know. But it's like, dude, I'm literally getting this video from someone in prison.
Yeah.
You know, but watching them videos, like I seen a video the other day of this dude, and he was a snitch, you know, but they were just beating on him so bad, and I'm like, you know, I even felt bad, you know, and
Yeah.
they're like, call your family, have them send that money, and they were smacking. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking in my head like, dude, that can happen to anybody, not just somebody snitching. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that situation, I'm like, damn, I'm so glad I'm never trying to go back there. You know what I mean? So that shit kind of like keeps me awake, you know, like.
Why?
Because I know it's a part of my life, and seeing that, like, and I don't want to ever have to go back through that. Like, that's like a really hard way to live.
You don't feel like secure with your decisions that it's not going to happen, or not even necessarily your decisions, because it's not always your decisions that get you in there. Sometimes it's like,
it could be anything.
it's literally the
Stupid.
system is so corrupt that it could actually be such
they could
bad.
show up right now and come
Yeah.
get me. You know what I mean? Be like,
Yeah.
yo, you did, you know, you did something crazy.
So you just don't really have that like baseline feeling of safety and like security with what could happen.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think TikTok's an outlet for that, or more so an outlet for that, or more so an anxiety?
I think TikTok is saves me a lot. You know, well, all social media, you know, it saves me a lot, like, because I know, like, people are watching. You know, they're paying attention. You know what I'm saying? They're watching me. Like, yo, if I pull a bad move, they're gonna be like, yo, you just did a bad move. You know, so it's like, I know, like.
Ooh, accountability.
Accountability, yeah. So I know I got accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
I feel that.
People, you know, exactly.
I feel that these people hold me so accountable. I love it.
For sure.
I really do like it.
Yeah, I have like for, you know, like my average is like 120 people, 140 people watch me. You know, and just to have 140 people, no matter what, is just insane to like to watch me get dressed, to help me do this, to help me do that. You know, and that's where, like I told you yesterday, it's like the help is amazing, because I wouldn't be where I'm at if like them little crazy questions I be asking people in my chat and they be answering them. That helps me so much.
Yeah.
They don't even know. You know, it's like, dude, you just helped me so much.
It really is a blessing,
Yeah,
and it's a different universe. Nobody really understands unless they do it themselves, I think.
Yeah.
Or they're part of a community like this, and then they hear us talk about it and like
Mm-hmm.
can empathize with what we go through with that stuff, you know.
Like, and it's just and it's like a show, you know. But it's like I want to show people, yo, I'm getting better. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's like somebody watching like that's probably going through it right now.
Yeah.
Like, and they're probably like, damn, if he's doing it,
Yeah.
you know, I could do it.
That's real.
And I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? None of us are.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, the streets are not worth it. The dope is not worth it. None of that shit is worth it. It's not. It's not. Connection with people in love, that's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
What would you do for like genuine connection?
What do you mean? What would I do?
What would you do?
For a genuine connection?
Yeah.
Like a connection, I would sacrifice.
What?
I would sacrifice anything that needs to be sacrificed.
Like what?
Whatever the border was.
Like what is your
What is my sacrifice?
Yeah, like how far would you go for that?
I mean, I would let someone in my place. You know what I mean? I would let someone in my area, in my brain.
But the TikTok thing, right? There's no kind of like you said that's a barrier for you. That's not a compromise that you would make.
To get rid of TikTok and social media?
I don't know about get rid of. I mean,
what
what would you sacrifice, right?
To step away, like to erase, like if you could erase and sacrifice, like you know what I'm saying, like I would erase like everything I did wrong, like on my last relationship, but now the time has passed where there's no sacrificing
Not a race.
Not erase. Okay, well, sacrifice. I would sacrifice anything. Like I said, like just anything that needed to be sacrificed. Like, like we would have to like meet in the middle. You know, like this is how it is. This is how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, but it's also hard because some people don't want to deal with that. You know. So I got some more.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, but sacrifice is hard. You know, sacrificing is hard.
It is.
What would you sacrifice for that?
I don't think I have to. I don't think I have to sacrifice a damn thing.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Oh my God. See, that's perfect.
I literally attract everything that is meant to be for me.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
comes your way.
It comes. So I think like just being able to feel secure in whatever's going on in my life attracts more that's meant for me. Like I feel more aligned with, you know what I mean, what's going on. It's like almost like law of attraction, like manifestation.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you know it's coming. Like it's.
Yeah.
That's,
But I'm also happy with what's here already.
Right.
I think that's a key. Like I think being grateful for what's already right in front of your face. You're present, you know. You're not thinking about what could happen, what did happen. Like you're actually authentically yourself, and you're present, and you're able to attract more like that.
Yeah.
More things that you can look at and be like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. I feel that too. That's perfect. That's how I feel too.
Yeah. Can you share a time when you felt truly connected or supported by someone?
Like, what do you mean, like truly connected and supportive? Like, what do you like? So, like in a relationship, or like just like in life, period. Like, who supported a decision?
In your life.
Like, who supported what? Like this, or like GED?
Truly,
or like...
truly connected and supported by someone. It can be anything.
Truly connected and supported in what situation though? Like a situation like of what? Like I've never been. Like I don't get where. Like supportive, and like I mean my people are supportive. My chat is supportive of everything I do. You know what I mean? And like they help me so much. Like that's my support system. Is that?
Let's go before TikTok.
Well, my support was jail. I never really had a support system. You know, no one supported me.
You never felt like connected and supported by someone? What about your stepmom?
I mean, no, because I was just out there in the streets. You know, I was doing wrong things.
Like when she was,
like
visiting you in jail or in prison.
I mean, it was cool, but I was in a dark place. You know, like she was supportive with like coming to a visit and stuff like that, and like showing like the outside world's still out here and someone does care about you. But it's just like you don't feel support in there. Like someone sending you money and stuff like that. That's cool, but it's just you're just a different person.
You feel like before TikTok, you've never felt supported in your life, in any capacity.
I mean, my GED teacher one time, she showed me true, genuine love and like was helping me like get my GED. You know, she supported that. You know, that's probably like maybe a couple teachers and shit like that. Like that's it though.
Yeah.
No one's ever supported me.
Why do you feel like they supported you?
Because they knew I had a fucked up life. They knew that they knew like.
You feel like they felt bad for you?
Yeah.
Huh.
Not like yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to lose someone you love at a young age, especially when she died of HIV. You know what I mean? Like that's like a serious thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I was a very wild kid. You know what I mean? Like after that happened, it was just like you said earlier. You know, it's like it takes a lot of balls to go in a gas station or break into someone's house and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, and I did that on a daily. You know, like I really did that. Like I have the charges for it. Like I did the time. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
Okay, so let's also do the same question but with TikTok. And I don't want to be like talking about the financial stuff, but like genuine support from anyone on the internet, anybody at all.
So like,
Give me a specific example of when you felt truly connected to someone and supported.
my whole team. Like I got like a list of.
Be specific.
I have like 20 people that.
Well, just give one example. It can be like a bigger story or a smaller story. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's just with like everything. Like the people that support me, you know, that like with my last situation with my ex, you know, when they're like just walk away type shit. You know what I mean? Like they supported me. Like don't get into it with her. Don't do this. You know, like they were supportive to me with that. They're like, dude, you're acting crazy. You know, you don't do that. Don't do that. You know, and I just felt that support for someone to, you know, or it's even like supportive, even like with just like getting stuff ready and getting dressed. Like people help me. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no, don't wear the black socks, wear the white socks. Like that feels like support to me, because it's a little decision for me is a big ass decision, because that's what I went through. You know what I mean? So it's like really hard for me to wear these pants or those pants, you know. But when my team's like, they're like, no, wear those with that, and that's supportive to me. You know what I mean? It's not much, but this is something to me.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so just supportive. Like I mean, it's every day.
It's interesting to me that you said that you think those teachers felt bad for you, and that's why they were there for you.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like, oh, but yeah, but I mean, that's what they felt, because if they wouldn't have been doing that, if they didn't feel bad, like.
Why?
Why did they feel bad?
No, why would they not be doing that if they didn't feel bad? They're teachers, that's their job.
Yeah, but schools are just like trained to like they're just trained for you to be a worker. They're not training for you to be.
You think everyone does the bare minimum? I think teachers, especially, they get underpaid.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think a lot of teachers care more than a lot of other jobs.
For sure. I loved my teachers, you know what I mean? I still have one, I have still 2 in my chat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they comment every video, everything. And that was one that supported me. You know what I mean? She was like, that was the one. And I'm not saying she felt bad, but that's the emotion she really felt.
Yeah.
For her to pick everyone else out. Yeah, she's a teacher, but she really supported me. You know what I mean? She's like, yo, this is how, you know, and like helped me out, you know, so that's supportive.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Oh, yeah, my babe.
You wanna hate? Okay, do it. Go away. Get out of the camera. Guys, does anybody in the chat have any pressing questions for Cody? I mean, we've covered some like pretty intimate things here, but there's other things that I'm sure that you guys were wanting to know. My interviews don't look the same that they used to, and I'm wanting you guys to get involved. So, I can read your comments right here. If you guys have any questions for Cody, please put that in the chat. What are your goals?
My goals?
Yeah, thank you.
My goals are to, like, I want to help people, you know? Like
That's everyone's goal.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just like kind of every day I'm just like, I want to help, you know? Like,
That's not a bad goal. Just because a lot of people have that goal doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
You're wrong. You're right. Some people don't have the goal of wanting to help people. Some people have the goal of only wanting to help themselves.
Yes. Yes. And you've seen me.
Yeah.
You've seen me. I want to help people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not everyone's goal. You're right. So, Alexis wants to know how you're doing mentally, physically, and emotionally out of prison.
So how am I doing physically, mentally, emotionally? All right, physically, I still work out every day. Mentally, I'm alone, so I'm still like locked in a cage. So it's like I'm still like locked up somehow, you know, but because of the parole thing probably, you know, but I still have a sense of like lock, you know, like.
Yeah, that's
like,
interesting.
Like I'm still like, physically I'm still good, but mentally, I feel like I'm scared with whatever happens next. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we're always waiting for something next to happen. You know what I mean? It's like, what's next? You know?
Yeah.
Like, and I just like truly want to help, you know, because it takes away from what I got going on.
Okay, so you feel like something that's.
Yeah.
You're attached to that belief that it could go back to the way it was at any point, which is being in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're attached to that, and you hold on to that every single day like a backpack with rocks in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's a scary place, you know. It's a scary place, and it's like, for you just have to go back there, like they take everything. You know what I mean? It's everything is gone.
Do you think holding on to that belief, that backpack, is keeping you, preventing you from going back in any way?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
Because it's like, because I don't want to go back. You know, it's like it reminds me every day. You know, it's just like, yo, this TV, me turning that TV on, that means something. Turn the phone on, that means something. Like, that can, all this stuff, these shoes, the pants, everything can be gone.
What if instead of holding the backpack, though, you could say to yourself, I want to make good decisions, and I want to feel secure and peace at the same time. Like, I don't think that holding on to that necessarily, like, is protecting you as much as you believe it is.
But what do I do?
What do you mean, what do you do?
Like, what do I do? Like, how do I, like, let all that go?
You are attached to the belief that those feelings and thoughts that you're having all the time are preventing you from going back. If you're able to, like, let go of those thoughts, allow them to flow, and move on to other things that you actually want to do, and, like, relationships, like social media, whatever, yeah, you're still gonna make good decisions even still. Right? But you have to release it. You just don't know how to release it?
I just don't know.
Mindfulness.
But I mean, like, going, like,
talking about it.
I mean, I talk about it every day, like, pretty much on my lives, but it's just like, it's just still there. It just don't go away.
Okay, then maybe you're talking about it in the wrong way.
But maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong person about it. Like, maybe I'm talking, like, you know, like.
Could be.
You know, like, it's just the wrong person.
Could be.
You know, like, like that's why, like, I'm not quick to, like, cause much as, like, I talk about relationships, like, that's why I'm not quick to jump into a relationship, and, like, I want to get to, like, know somebody, like, in, like, my last relationship, I just jumped in it. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like, you know, not saying because I already, like, was like, no, and then I ended up getting in with it, you know, like, and I ended up, you know, like, looking in the wrong place, you know, like.
But do you think going into a relationship with that backpack full of rocks is
healthy?
I mean, not even healthy, but almost like
impossible?
Not that. I mean, you're going into it with that, and you did say before too, like, you're almost looking for your mom.
Yeah.
You're not even looking for a girl, you're looking for your mom.
Right.
You want someone to, like, make decisions for you.
Kind of.
When it's hard.
Yeah.
Is that not, like, don't you think unpacking that backpack before you get into a relationship could, like,
help
lead to just better conclusions and, like.
But what if the backpack, like, what is wrong with the backpack? You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with the backpack?
The attachment.
But it still makes me. I'm not saying, like, I'm a bad person. You know what I mean? The backpack kind of keeps me.
You're not a bad person.
That's what I'm saying. The backpack kind of keeps me, like, a good person. You know.
That's the belief that you have to let go of.
Yeah.
You have to accept that the backpack is not making you a better person. It's actually making you. It's holding you back from what you want, which will make you. Being aligned with what you want will make you a better person. Having the relationship, having the connection, the things that you really want in life, right?
Yeah.
That'll make you a better person.
Yeah.
To be able to have that and be healthy in that. The backpack's weighing you down.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, for real, it makes sense. It's weighing me down.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to get rid of it. It's just gonna take time.
Did you know you had it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't acknowledge it. You know,
Why?
just because I try to.
You
act
ignore
like it's
it, you
not there.
suppress it, you bottle it up, you shove it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
How does that work for you? How does that work out usually?
I mean, when the anger comes, it comes really, really hard. You know what I mean? Like, very, very hard. Like, the anger comes, like, you know, and it's a really bad person. Not
What's
yeah,
his
bad
name? What's his name?
Turnt.
Turnt.
Yeah, Turnt is crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
Turnt survives though. You know.
Yeah.
Like, and like, you know, it's like not even like out here. Like, I think this is Turnt. You know what I mean? Like, this is Turnt. Like, I'm Turnt. Like when I'm on social media, but I'm not the bad one. You know what I mean? I'm like the one like, yo, this is survival. Like, look what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I don't know if that's like really Cody. You know, like Cody's kind of soft. You know,
Yeah.
like, but Turnt's not soft. You know, Cody's like chill. Like, you know what I mean? But Turnt, he's like, yo, let's get this shit. But that's surviving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be if I wasn't strong to hold my feet down and do what I do. And also, I wouldn't have any of this stuff. You know what I mean? Cody would be still sleeping on the floor, working that 9 to 5, fucking sweating his ass off for fucking $10, $20, or $15 an hour.
So I'm not saying that you need to necessarily like let go of Turnt 100%. But if Turnt and relationships aren't compatible,
Like,
then wouldn't you prefer to?
Let me scoot over a little more.
Wouldn't you prefer to like? I don't know. Let go a little bit. Let go of a few of the rocks.
I mean, I do though.
What do you mean?
The rocks are like I've let go of the rocks. Like, I'm not like doing nothing like wrong. You know, like life is so like perfect right now.
You're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
But what do you want? What's not okay, it's not what's wrong with you. It's what you feel you're missing. Why you feel you're trapped in a cage still. You're not in a cage still.
I don't know.
But you're in your head you're in a cage.
Yeah.
So it's not what's wrong with you. But it's what you want to feel and be and who you want to be and who you want to be with, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's almost like the sense of shame is,
Yeah.
you know, it's not you. It's the thoughts and the feelings. Right?
Oh shit. Right.
You are not your thoughts and feelings, by the way. None of us are our thoughts and feelings. We are observing our thoughts and feelings and then acting accordingly.
True. Next question.
Let's go to the next question. Does anybody else have a question for Cody?
You reading?
I'm scrolling. Did you ever? What's your highest level of education?
Like what? Where I stopped at?
Yeah.
I mean, I went all the way to the 10th grade, but I stopped in 7th. Got expelled in 7th grade. Got placed in the 8th grade. Got placed into high school, and then I got expelled from 9th grade. Came back 10th grade year, and then I just quit in 3 days. But I got my GED in prison.
You got your GED.
Yeah.
So that's your highest level.
It's GED. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your first tattoo? I like that question.
This one right here. My initials.
Your initials.
Yeah.
Why'd you get them?
I got this at Cedar Point at amusement park, like where they like airbrush it on there, and I thought it was so cool. So my dad took me to get it. I was like 14. And
Whoa!
Yeah.
You got your first tattoo at 14?
Yeah, I got that, and then
Wow.
a week later, because my mom raised me, but I was showing everyone like, look what my dad got me, look what my dad got me, and she seen that I was showing people that, and she's the one that supported me and raised me, so she took me that following week, got me 2 more tattoos. So I was at 14.
Wow.
Yeah, with 3 tattoos. I got them all in the same week. You know, so.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah. 14.
14.
Were your face tattoos painful?
Yes, they're all painful.
Yeah. Why didn't you get into trade in prison?
I did computer repair electronics.
Cool, so you did.
But it's so crooked, you know what I mean?
Why?
It's so crooked. So I was in computer repair electronics, got into it. They actually put me in that before my GED. So I did start to learn how to like put a computer together and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But our teacher was a drunk and he got caught bringing stuff in. So when he got caught bringing stuff in, you know, went to jail or whatever, and you know, he's not allowed to do that anymore. Come to that job, we didn't have a teacher for a whole year. So by that time, I already got to a new prison. So they just placed me again. They gave me my computer repair electronics certificate,
Yeah.
but it didn't mean anything because I didn't really learn anything because there was no one in there, no computers, no. We literally had to sit in a room and get free, like got a good day every month, one good day a month, and I got 30 good days with that 30 months.
Yeah.
So that's all I got off my 10 years was I did out of 120 months, I did 119. So I got 30 days to go. So
you actually actively tried to get into
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
the system doesn't
Yeah.
want you to reform.
Yeah, they didn't care. Yeah.
Wow.
And that took away in the state of Ohio. You can only take one vocational.
Yeah.
Like when you're in prison.
Uh-huh.
So now I can't do drywall. I can't do this.
Yeah.
But them other classes weren't available then. You know, so some places, some
Oh.
prisons, those classes are available. You know, you
Yeah.
can get in them easy.
Yeah.
But some prisons is fucked up, like the one I was in, where the teachers bringing in
Yeah.
drugs and all types of shit.
Mhm.
So, you know what I mean, like.
Do you feel like you got dealt like the short stick in life?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
you know,
Interesting.
I can extend it though. You know?
Yeah. Well, I feel like you've done a lot with the short stick, though.
Yeah, for sure. For
Like,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, like some of like I knew that this was gonna be something one day. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I knew I was gonna be something one day.
Mhm.
Like just watching people and shit like that. Like I knew I was gonna talk to this person, to
Mhm.
that person. You know, even like, you know, just like watching that. Like I wanted to be that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that person, but I want to live like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's cool when I go to the store and people recognize me and shit like that. I like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I knew all this. I manifested.
It's cool.
Yeah, so I knew it was coming.
I feel that on a deeper
Yeah.
level, man. That's
Yeah.
that's literally how I think every single day of my
Yeah.
life. This is a good question. Have you ever gone to therapy, or thought about it?
I mean, in prison, just like.
Really, they have therapists in
Yeah,
prison.
yeah, but it's a real quick thing. You know what I mean?
Like what, 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, like a 10-minute thing. Go in there. Do you want to yourself or anything like that?
Oh,
You know, how you
okay,
doing?
okay.
Here's a piece of paper. Here's some coping skills. See ya.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I do have a relationship with a teacher. She was one of those people, but I didn't have her. But she was also like a unit manager, and she
Mhm.
ran it. She's actually in my chat. She's probably in there right now.
Cool.
Yeah. So she doesn't say much because she still works there.
Yeah.
And she can't have that
For sure.
interaction with me
Mhm.
until for a couple of years. You know what I mean? But she watches
Yeah.
me and she loves me.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I did have her little bit of therapy. Like she would always help me. Like when I would see her, she would be like this, like with her heart. Like she would always like show me some type of love. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Even though she was a staff member and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like she was older than me, obviously, and there was no like love stuff like that. It was like
Mhm.
real. Like she cared about me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this
Yeah.
lady cares about me. Like when the Cavs won the game or whatever.
See, that's when you felt supported and
Yeah,
connected.
I felt supported with that. Yeah.
Supported and
yeah,
connected,
yeah. I felt, you know, like,
Yeah.
so she was supportive to me. You know, she
Mhm.
still is too. So.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Oh, where did the name Turnt come from? Like, was it
A lo-
other people calling
Yeah, a
you?
laundry porter told me. He's like, what's? He was in the same gang. He's like, what's up, bro? I've been watching you and shit. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you know, he told me his name. He's like, I'm like, yeah, my name's Cody. He's like, no. He's like, man, your name Turnt. You know what I'm saying? And that shit
That's
stuck.
funny.
And that shit stuck.
Nah, your name Turnt.
Yeah, he's like, no.
Wait, do that again.
Yeah, Turnt. Cody, you Turnt. You Turnt. I am Turnt.
Do you love yourself?
Do I love myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. I truly do. That's why I try to take care of myself as best as I can.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
there's been a time when I didn't love myself. You know,
Mhm.
you know, I wish I didn't have to like love myself so hard, if that makes sense. Like I wish I could just share my love, you know.
What do you mean?
Like I love myself hard, you know what I mean? Like it's just like I care about myself like a real lot. I just want to care about somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to care about me so much all the time. I want to care about somebody else. If that makes sense.
How important is it to you?
It's important.
Is it important enough to release the rocks?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll release the rocks.
Then then it'll come.
Yeah, it'll come.
Yeah. If it's important enough
Mm-hmm.
to do the work,
Mm-hmm.
to take every single rock out one by one,
Yeah.
it'll come.
For sure.
Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. First of all, rate my interview. Like, was it good or what?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you like it actually?
Yes.
Did you get something out of it?
Yes.
Cool.
We could do it deeper too one day, or you know, I like the.
Okay.
Mhm.
You have to release some rocks before we go deeper.
All right.
This is what I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
I could extend my stay like one more day
Mm-hmm.
if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really want to do this Dare Battle series, but I don't know how I'm feeling about it like right now.
Right.
And like it's.
I think like
I'm not getting a
I
tattoo
think,
tonight.
Yeah,
I would do it tomorrow.
I think we should do it another.
I think we should do it tomorrow.
Yeah, and another like interview deeper with some more shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Something deeper.
You're not satisfied.
No, I don't want to say drama, but I want like.
Yeah. Okay.
I want people to know some things.
What do you want people to know?
Just that I'm not like this, like. That I'm not what's being said, like I'm not that, like even like with you, like being around me, like seeing how I act and move, I'm not that. You know what I mean? How like people are trying to put that bad name on me, like I'm like this bad fucking person that's just, you know, we all.
You don't think these people that have just watched you for the past hour
Oh, there's some
can't
haters.
see the like? Well, there's always gonna be
Yeah.
haters.
Oh yeah.
Why are you internalizing it?
What do you mean, like why
The
am I?
hate.
The hate.
Yeah, why are you internalizing it right now? Why is it
It's
important
not.
to you?
It's. You know what? Someone told me. You know, like, bro, like, and it was Fly. Fly told me, he said, bro, like if with you ain't got the hate, you ain't gonna like the hate's gonna make it. The hate's
you
gonna
have to
make
alchemize it.
Yeah, the hate's gonna make it. Like he told,
Yeah.
like that's what Fly told me, and that's why like I respected him. You know what I'm saying? Like like because he told me that little bit of information. And like I seen it on his face, like when I was showing him my shit, my apartment shit, and like I don't know if he like realized it, like he even like swallowed, like I seen his throat go down, like yeah, I remember when he's like, I remember when I lived like that, you know, just like so I took in like that pretty deep, you know, like the hate, like I know the hate is like what makes it in social media and like make you stronger, you know what I mean, like.
What do you want people to know about you?
That I grew up.
Okay.
You know, I'm grown up now.
Yeah.
And that.
So are you concerned about these people that are like that literally mean nothing or like?
Well, no, I just want like it's just like I don't understand how people switch. You know what I'm saying? Like how can you switch on somebody? Like loyalty is deep. You know what I mean? Like you know, and I'm one person.
Not for everyone.
Yeah, not for everyone.
It's a value.
Yeah.
Everybody has different values that are at the top of their priority list.
Yeah.
They were taught them as kids. They acquired them over their lifetime.
Yeah.
Loyalty is obviously probably at the top.
Yeah.
I would say probably for you, loyalty is number one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I've
Yeah.
heard
Yeah.
you say.
Thanks. Yeah.
For me, it's not.
No.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I've cheated on multiple guys.
I mean,
I'm not a loyal. That's not my top priority. But I haven't had to survive in the way that you've had to survive.
Right.
If that was my means of survival, it would be at the top of my list.
Yeah. Facts. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are like that. We all have our.
But we all cheat.
Honesty
like,
is
I'm not
important
saying
to
I'm like
me,
the most like loyal person on the planet. You know what I mean? Like like I'm not saying like I'm super loyal, like, you know, like I've cheated and stuff too, but it's just like I wasn't satisfied in that situation. Like something was happening and I wasn't satisfied. Like it was, you know, maybe I didn't want to hurt somebody or something like that, even though I cheated.
I think loyalty means more than cheating too.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Cheating's one
Yeah.
teeny tiny layer of loyalty for you.
Facts.
You know, that for me, that was just an example. Loyalty's really not at the top for me.
No.
That's not how I've survived.
Yeah. Will it ever?
I'm more independent as a person.
Yeah.
I've survived by myself.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, me too, but it's just.
But in a system the way you've grown up, it's not the same.
No.
I've been very independent.
Yeah.
And so loyalty means nothing to me. You know, I have to look out for myself.
Yeah. But you could be loyal to yourself, though. So you're loyal to yourself.
It's not the same.
I mean, look, I'm not. Who am I loyal to?
Right now, in this very moment.
I mean, who have I been loyal to?
I've heard you talk about like the people that you've gone live with, and like just not like wanting to share. You're very like, you have this like integrity when it comes to the people that you interact with, and like how much you're willing to give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just generally, like, not everyone's like that. A lot of people gossip. A lot of people, I don't know, they're not loyal. You know what I mean? Like, most people are not that loyal. Like, you. So honestly, expecting that of someone else when this is your life, that you know what I mean? You can't expect the loyalty that you give out to other people, right?
To be the same?
Yeah.
No.
You know?
I want to be the protector. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be, like, the protector of it. You know, like, that's what I always was. I was always the protector, and I like that. You know, so, yeah, so I'm loyal to, like, protecting somebody, I guess.
Yeah.
Deep. Yeah, so, but I just want to be, you know, like my past relationship, like, you know, like I was with somebody before I got in my relationship. I was actually deeper in a relationship, but not being in a relationship with somebody else when I got with my ex. You know, like I was already seeing somebody, you know, but she was like more like a friend, you know what I mean? But obviously we were fucking around, and she was a stripper, you know, like, so, like, she did do the stripping thing and shit like that, and but she also had 2 other jobs, you know, so she wasn't just like just some stripper, you know what I mean? Like, she was actually like had her shit together. She just stripped. She liked the money, you know. She wasn't addicted to anything. She was, you know, had clothes, like she was like living a life, you know, 3 jobs, you know, to take care of herself, and stripping, you know, strippers get money. So I was seeing this stripper, and with a relationship, a friend, you know, she was a friend. Like, I could call her anytime, you know, come over, help me, whatever. She's the one that helped me take the stuff to the police station the day that I had to go to the police station and give my ex her stuff back.
Yeah.
That's who took me, and she was there for support. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, but at that time, like, I didn't hit her. I didn't like have sex with her or nothing for like 2 weeks before that. But anyway, so I'm in that relationship. So I ended up getting in my relationship with another woman when I already had a relationship with another woman, which kind of is shitty because I had a good relationship with that woman.
And you knew it was shitty. Like,
Yeah.
it's, you know in your soul if it's wrong.
Yeah.
And you felt like it was wrong.
Yeah, and I felt like it was wrong. But I still, I'm like, damn, this girl, this woman is traveling to come see me. I'm like, that's pretty cool, you know, like, that's pretty cool, you know, like, she's giving me an Airbnb. I ain't never been in one. You know, there was a lot of money getting thrown around.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
and me being fresh out of prison and just, you know, trying to, like, get my shit together.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, damn, she fucking is helping the fuck out of me. She's such a cool person. She's such a good person. You know, but I felt like something was holding on. Like, something was scary in that situation. You know, like, something wasn't right. And I'm good at reading this shit. Like, I could read body language. I could do all this stuff.
With which person?
My ex.
The stripper?
No, the my ex.
Okay.
Not the stripper, my ex.
Uh-huh.
So I end up getting with my ex, but the stripper, I feel so bad saying that.
Yeah,
So-
it's really condescending, low-key.
Yeah, so the girl I was with, the woman I was with, because she's definitely a woman,
Mhm.
and she's got her shit together, and
Yeah.
she's definitely a woman,
Mhm.
you know. So she's like, damn, Cody, why are you getting in a relationship with this girl?
Mhm.
Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
you know, not like a girlfriend. She was doing it like a friend. Like, dude, like, you're out here, like, you know, like, got me kind of, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, but I was like, you know, like, I can't be seeing you and shit like that. Like,
Mhm.
I want to be loyal to, you know, and she respects that, you know. She's like, because she's a woman. So I get in this relationship, and it was good, you know, everything was cool, you know, but I could sense this, like, something was going on, like,
Mhm.
something was wrong, you know, and just a bad vibe. People were telling me there's something going on.
Okay.
So I was scared of all that.
Yeah.
But we got into an argument, and I don't even know really what I'm just trying to talk. So we got into an argument, and she got very wild, and like I said earlier, she was very aggressive. You can tell she's not a soft woman. And I was like, you know, I'm not doing this, you know. So, but then the second time, you know, she was very jealous of you.
Oh.
So for saying you said something, but you never like saying that.
No, I never said that.
And you never said anything. I went through
Yeah.
every camera review. I went through everything.
And if I mean, I easily would have apologized
yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Like,
But you even said, like, you said something like how you just said the loyalty thing. Like,
yeah.
you said I would cheat on my man, but I wouldn't cheat with the dude.
Oh hell no! If you have a person, like,
You're not-
I'm not a homewrecker,
Right,
bro.
right. And
Like, I'll wreck my own.
And that's what
home,
you said.
but I'm not wrecking yours.
that's what you said. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly
No,
what you-
it's true though.
Yeah.
It literally is true because that happened to me when I was younger. Someone lied to me about having a wife, and it was one of the worst experiences that I've ever had. Like, we, you know, hooked up and stuff, and he had a wife and 2 kids
Damn.
that he didn't tell me about until after we hooked up.
Damn.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me feel horrible. It was.
Wow.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
I would never do that. And I'm not shaming anyone for doing whatever you want to do in your life. We all make mistakes, and nobody's perfect. But that's a lesson I had to learn, like, in a kind of gross, disgusting, like, hard way, you know?
Right. So I ended up getting with that woman, you know, everything was good, fine. Like I said, I had a bad feeling about something, like I was being, like, just something wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for just something I felt like, you know, she didn't do social media or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she did make a couple of videos with me, which was really cool and everything like that. But I can't risk the argument with somebody. The reason being is I can't get in an argument with somebody and the cops get called. I'm going to jail. And I'm losing everything.
Yeah.
Mommy's not coming here to help my furniture.
Ooh, so you see the trigger.
Yeah.
The trigger is going to jail, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, that's the trigger. So
The trigger for turn is going to jail.
Yeah. So so you know, like, I'm like, yo, we're not doing this. So we went to, so our second argument about you was that you said something, and I was like, Sarah never said that. I'm like, I know she didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I looked through every video, did everything I could to make sure you didn't say it,
Yeah.
to rewind. You know, but I already told her, I said, this shit's over with. Like, I told you the first time, we're not arguing. And it happened in one day. You know what I mean? Like, this blew up in one day. You know, so it's just like, she hopped on the internet, on her brother's account or something like that, and just started going wild. Like, you know, and then just, like, went crazy, telling people all this stuff. You know, like, trying to break me down. Like, why are you trying to break me down so bad? Like, I never, like, you know, like, I didn't cheat on her or nothing like that. Like, until at first fight, you know what I mean? Then, and she didn't even know. I haven't even seen her. I don't even think I've seen her after that. You know, she lives in another state.
Do you think this right now is a little bit of turn coming out?
Oh, yeah. He's holding.
You're trying to protect your, like,
Cody.
You're trying to protect Cody.
Mm-hmm.
And your platform.
Yes.
Cody's platform.
Yes. Exactly that.
Interesting.
Exactly that.
It's interesting.
I worked hard for it.
Yeah, you did.
You know what I mean? This is hard. This
And
is not easy.
And it's tied to, like, that sense of well-being and, like, keeping you off the streets, keeping you from going back to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. So it's just like, you know, I can't be in a relationship with someone that's gonna argue. You know, I can't do it. It's not a thing. It can't be in my life.
No.
Not at least for
it's
another.
it's not compatible with your current state. It's really not.
It's not. It's not.
And I'm glad that you're honest about it.
Yeah.
So many people just want to be in denial
Yeah.
and just, oh, I want this, I want that. Well, I mean, it's not really Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna hurt someone if you do that.
Yeah. Thanks.
So that's a good thing.
I should move the phone over. Move the phone over. Absolutely, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all didn't see it. My bad.
Yeah, you're good.
But I just want to be this, you know, I just work hard to be this better person every day. You know, I just want to be better every day. Like, I lay in bed at nighttime till 4 a.m, can't sleep. And I'm like, yo, you're better. You're better. You're better. You're better.
Yeah.
You're better. You're better.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I had none of this stuff. I got released with a jumpsuit and some shoes. You know what I mean? Like, and now look at me.
Yeah.
In 11 months,
Yeah.
you know?
It's so quick.
Yeah, so quick.
That maybe even, like, how fast it's all taken place.
Yeah.
Like, your brain's still trying to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Like, give yourself some damn grace,
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah.
it really hasn't even been a fucking year.
No. And
Of course you have some rocks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I'm doing great for a year.
You're doing so good.
Am I doing good? Thank you guys. Thank you.
What do you guys think? Should I stay one more day and we can do a Dare Battle series, or should I go home in the morning tomorrow? Because I'm tired of shit. And I mean, like, we can still go live, but I don't think I'm ready to do a big Dare Battle series right now.
What should we do, y'all? What should we do? Everyone's saying stay. Some people, someone said go home.
Go home.
Someone said 355 days she's been following me for 355 days. That's 11 months today.
Who?
Today, someone's been following me, and she's been there from the start.
Wow. Cool.
You guys, ask some questions.
Stay. Let's do a poll.
They said, what do you want to do?
I kind of want to stay for like another day. Honestly. It's just like, okay, let me just say this, guys. I don't really get to make content like this with other creators that often, and when I do, when I have before, it hasn't really worked out, as you guys have obviously noticed. So it's actually really nice being able to, like, basically work with someone else, literally collaborate. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And not have any problems.
Yeah.
Like, we've actually been, like, very like smooth sailing.
Fun.
Yeah. Bobby, let's go.
Damn, Bobby.
Thank you.